Everyone, back with another video finally after so long. And this video has been my teased Lego Five Nights at Freddy's custom minifigure showcase remake, where I'll be showcasing my remade Five Nights at Freddy's 1 minifigures and comparing them with my last batch of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 minifigures. So I'll go in order of figures that I made, which I guess we'll start off with Mike Schmidt. Relatively the same design as he appeared in my Five Nights at Freddy's short film, Five Nights at Freddy's Lights Out. This is his redesign, which I think looks nice for the character. He has a new hairpiece, a new messier hairpiece, a nice jacket piece, and a flashlight. He now has a blue jacket instead of his original gray. And then these are supposed to be his jeans. And yeah, I think it looks better than how he did originally. Next up, is my new phone guy, which he didn't make a. He never really made an appearance in my FNAF Lights Out. But this is what he looks like. But this is what he would look like if I were to remake that movie, make it better. Phone guy. Next up, we have William Afton. I want to at some point remake this shirt, but make it purple instead of blue. But as of now, this is good. Now let's get to the actual animatronics. Here we have Freddy. You can see that I've now gone and taken the liberty to sculpt all the details, like his belly is now sculpted with Procreate. And so is his bow tie. His arms are now have sculpted like joint areas. And he also sculpted toes to make his feet pop out more. And the way I got these to look nice is I just use an X-Acto knife to create holes in them, and I use this tool to like smooth them out. And then his bottom jaw is sculpted onto a minifigure head. If I take off this mask piece, you see that his bottom row of teeth are sculpted onto the bottom jaw, and there is a magnet where the hole would be. And how I made this mask piece is I took a knockoff reverse flash helmet, which is plastic, and I cut off the ears. Not the ear. I cut off the little lightning bolts on the side and sanded down the mask. And I glued a magnet in there, which this one is opposite, so it's not gonna. This one's the one that I messed up, so it's opposite and doesn't pushes itself off. But you can tell, see right there. There's the magnet, and I sculpted over the and I sculpted over the mask piece with all the other correct details. And then his ears that's some glue right there, because I had the glue in his ears because his ears kept breaking off. But yeah, his top jaw just magnetizes on like this. Because the reason why the magnet is here is because the mask because of the sculpted jaw, the mask couldn't fully fit down. So the magnet helps to stay in place. Also now you can make him kind of look good. Kind of open and close his mouth like. This is what he looks like from behind. And I will grab my original Freddy. I'm just grabbing all of them. I'm looking for my original Foxy. Let's see. Alright, so I can't find my original Foxy at the moment, so I can't showcase that one when I get the Foxy, but this is the new Freddy compared to the old one. I'd say the new one looks better, but this old one will still hold a special place in my heart, especially with this sculpted headpiece. But I just think this new one looks accurate, looks way more accurate to the games. Next up, I'm gonna go by in order I've made them. So next up we have Chica. This one isn't perfect. The head sculpt could be better. Like Chica's head shape could be better. The cupcake is still the same from when I made it, but for Chica, I sculpted out her belly. And I made the bib, and the bib is more accurate than on the original. Then sculpted out her arms like Freddy again. And then sculpted her two like chicken toes. And then her head is just a knockoff Spider-Man mask that I just put over a yellow head. I would have made it an endoskeleton head, but I would rather make. I want to make an endoskeleton, but. An Endo 01, but I would want it. I don't know. I would want it to be like the accurate shape. Here's a comparison between the original Chica . Again, these original figures will always have a special place in my heart. Next up we have Bonnie. Now before you comment, yes, I know I made him blue, but that was just because I wanted to try something different, because I already made a purple Bonnie. I'm going to take his guitar out of his hand. The guitar is a knockoff. It's from a knockoff FNAF movie Bonnie that I just painted to be more accurate to the game. And the way that I got that in there is just some blue tack. And I sculpted his again with Freddy. His body is almost the exact same as Freddy's, just shaped. His belly is shaped a little different. Almost all the characters have the sculpted arms, but we bring back the toes. Bonnie has wire going through his ear, so like I'm not gonna bend them, but you can bend the ears. I'm actually gonna put his guitar back into his hand. And then same technique with Freddy for his top jaw. But then his teeth are actually rounder this time, unlike Freddy's, because they are in the game. Oh, excuse me. And then here's my original Bonnie. Still looks pretty good, but I never liked how when his head is on, you can't see his bow tie. And also his ears were like this ear's like floppy. Also his eyes are the wrong color. I made them red, even though they're not red. They're more like a pink, like a magenta. Still a pretty good figure, again. Next up we have Foxy, which I can't show, which this new one is amazing, because if you go watch one of input bricks fnaf streams, you'll see a comment that I left a comment saying like, hey, how should I get his mount to move? Because I'm trying to get it. When I was making the original, I was trying to get his mouth to move. I couldn't figure it out. I tried using wire, could not figure it out. Now I got it. It's not like the biggest thing in the world, but like I got it to work. I came for you, booty. So this figure is amazing. I just took the legs from the original one. And unlike all the other guys, I didn't sculpt the arms just because I wanted him to look skinnier, except for like this top part right here. His hook is just a wire that I glued in there. And then there's a sculpt. He doesn't have a hole in his stomach in it, but I did kind of try to make it look like he does. You can kind of, now you can see how he did it. So the way I got the mouth to move was I cut off the neck piece of the torso, and I made this, and I took a Lego bar piece and I glued 2 magnets on the side right here, and I stuck this whole piece in there, and it's wedged in between the two. Like here, if I take this off. So when this piece goes in here, it's wedged in between the two like holes, not holes, the little like leg studs. And I made the mouth of the bottom jaw piece right here using Procreate, and I glued it with 2 magnets. And then I made the top jaw piece on top of the pole. Like you cannot take off this top jaw piece, but you can with the pole, because of the pole you can. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Yeah, sometimes these figures break, but all I really have to do to fix them is just grab some glue and there we go. Okay. All right, well, good. Yeah, so yeah, after a couple days of sculpting Foxy's head, they got a perfect working mechanism for his mouth. Do I want it to be closed or open? Closed or open? Probably open. I'm probably gonna end up going and like shaving and like cutting some of the extra Procreate off so I can open it like more. But I'll have to go do that another time. But as of now, this is pretty good. Yeah, because it doesn't completely open as much as oh wait, it doesn't look like it opens as much as it can. But either way, I really like this figure, and it was worth it. Again, I can't really show you the original Foxy, but if I were to grab it, you would see that he has like a wire connecting his jaw to his bottom jaw to the head, and that was my attempt to give him an opening and close his mouth. Did not work at all. His mouth stayed open. But now I've done it. I finally got a good mechanism for it. Now that was Foxy. I'm just gonna put him on a stand so his ear can drop. Now actually no, not last, because there's one more figure I want to show you. And next up we have my remade Golden Freddy. Pretty much just my original Freddy, just yellow, and his mouth is wider. Like if I show you a comparison. Yeah, his mouth. I made his mouth wider. Same mechanic with the magnet. Like, there's no pupils. Freddy, yeah, just Freddy with yellow. Okay, let's grab my original Golden Freddy, which was literally just golden. I do like how he can be posed, how I have him in the original, like slumped over thing. But I already have a solution to that for this one, where I made this piece, like this original one, to go have him use which if I ever need him to go into this thing, I have this piece ready for him. Which I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to risk any paint scratching off. Yeah, that's Golden Freddy. Alright, lastly. A couple years ago, I made a FNAF movie minifigure showcase. In that showcase, I had a Spring Bonnie. It was not perfect. I was not happy with the head sculpt. So, I went and I made a new head sculpt. And then I added more. And then more. And I eventually got to this. Which I will be remaking this too at some point because I could change it. This has been a figure I've had for like a couple of years now. And it could be better. So yes, I did make a Matthew Lillard head. It's just painted Matthew Lillard head. You know, if I take off this hair piece, well, I'm dying. And I take off this sculpted helmet piece, which is just unlike the original one where it was like you didn't have a helmet piece. This is a motorcycle piece that I sculpted over and painted. If I put this over this, look at that, you can get him in his Spring Bonnie costume and it looks pretty good. I just kind of want to go back and redo this and make it look better. Even as a sculpted knife. And I even went back and I painted the back of this. And I like it. I like this figure a lot. I think I did a good job. But let me see if I can. Yeah, you can see like because of the motorcycle helmet, you can see his face, his head underneath. You can see his head underneath him, like in the movie. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I got his eyes right. In the movie, it looks like his eyes are purple. I know in the actual Spring Bonnie suit, his eyes are green, like in the unwithered version. But the withered version, his eyes look lavender, so I made him lavender. Either way, I think it honestly looks nice with the purple eyes. It matches his bow tie. I have all the burns in the right spots. And when the way I display him, so that way I don't lose his hairpiece, is I have a clear head. Oh. And I just stuff it into the helmet. And then he holds the helmet. Spring Bonnie. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed this. This was fun going back down memory lane from when I first started my channel making custom minifigure showcases. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.